welcome to my channel. My name is Willow Rose Moondancer, and today I want to talk to you about why a spell that you've casted may not be working. So sometimes as people who do witchcraft, we just kind of assume that any little spell that you put together is going to get the job done. However, that's not necessarily true. There's lots of different factors into why a spell might not be working for you. So that's why today I have 7 different reasons for you as to why your spell might not be working. So the first thing, and probably one of the really big things that you need to consider, is that your intention might not have been clear. If you've watched my other videos, you will know that when you're doing any type of magic, any type of divination, any type of ritual, any type of anything, honestly, in your intention is the most important thing that you can have to make something work. And if your intention isn't clear for whatever reason that may be, it'll definitely throw off your entire spell. The second thing, which could also be a reason why maybe your intention isn't clear, is you have lack of concentration. So maybe that's because you had a really long day and you have a lot of things on your mind, or the environment that you're doing your spell in is noisy, or there's something there that's distracting you, or maybe you were on a time crunch to get your spell work done, and maybe you need to be out of the house in like 20 minutes and you're really trying to focus on getting it done, but that means you're not really focusing on the spell itself and rather just the amount of time that you have to do it. So that could also be an issue. The third issue that you might be having is you're making bad substitutions. If you know me at all, you know that I really believe that you can do spell work on the stuff that you have, and that little substitutions for things that you don't have is a perfectly okay thing to do. However, substitutions don't always work. So I saw an analogy about this online, and it's like if you're making oatmeal cookies and you're missing cinnamon or you're missing vanilla, you're probably okay. You can either substitute it or skip over it, and it's not really going to affect your cookies that much. But if you don't have oatmeal, you can't make oatmeal cookies. There are just some important ingredients, some important steps in a spell that you just have to have to be able to do it. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. And you also need to be making sure that when you are doing substitutions for more minor aspects of a spell, that your substitutions make sense. So if you need, I don't know, a strawberry to manifest love, let's say, since it's an aphrodisiac, I think that's how you say it. Just replacing it with any other random berry is not going to be a good substitute, because a blueberry isn't really going to be fostering that love that you're looking for like the strawberry did. A better substitution might be chocolate, because that is also something that fosters love. So that's something to think about as well. The fourth thing that could be an issue is that you just have unrealistic expectations. Spells can do great things and they can be really helpful in your everyday life, but there are limitations as to what you can do with a spell. So it's feasible to say that, you're low on rent, so you want to do a spell to help attract money to you, to help pay for that. Sure, that's feasible. Doing a spell to win the lottery, though, not so feasible. So you really have to sit down and think about whether or not the spell that you're trying to cast is something that is a realistic expectation to have of magic. The fifth thing that could be an issue is that there are just other wills at work. So it's possible that what it is that you're asking for is just not in the cards for you. I think this one really depends on your belief system. You know, if you believe that your life is predetermined, if you believe that there's fate, or if everything is by choice, that's going to have a lot of effect on how you view this particular reason. But if you do believe that there could be other wills at work, it might be because, you know, deities have a different plan for you. It could be that the universal energy source has a different plan for you. Or if you do not believe in any sort of higher power, then it could just be nature. Doesn't see it in the cards for you, whatever it is that you're asking for and trying to manifest. The sixth thing that could be an issue is that you aren't doing your job in your mundane life to attract what you're trying to manifest. So for an example, a while ago I made a little protection bag to keep myself and any passengers in my car safe when we are driving. And so far it's done great. However, if you make this but you're not following the rules of the road, and you know you're going through red lights, you're not looking both ways properly, you're not using your turn signal and all that stuff, at that point it's kind of out of the hands of magic because you aren't doing anything to keep yourself safe. Magic is meant to be an aid, it's meant to be a support system. It's not meant to be like, how do I want to word that? Let's think of magic as a video game here for a second, okay? So when you're playing a video game, especially one like League of Legends or something like that, Dungeons and Dragons isn't a video game, but same idea. There are different roles that people can have. You, yourself, are supposed to have the like front line role. You're supposed to be doing all the real work in your mundane life. You're supposed to be the one doing the melee combat, if you will. Magic is your support. Magic is like your healer in your game, or it's the person who's really great at utility stuff. It's someone who's like buffing you, the main player. It's not meant to be the person getting the job done. It's meant to be the thing helping you get the job done. I hope that makes sense and it wasn't too nerdy. And then the last thing that could be affecting your spells and why they're not working is that you might not be feeling well when you are doing your work. So whether that means you have a cold or the flu, or maybe you're just mentally not in a good place, that affects how powerful and how strong your spells can be. Because a big part of spells is the energy that you put into them. And if you're sick or there's something else going on where you cannot manifest the energy needed to make a spell work, then it's just not going to work. No matter how well you do the spell, how best your intentions are, or anything like that. But yeah, I believe that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you click that like button if you like videos like this. Make sure you check out my Instagram at Willow Rose Moon Dancer so you can get more updates on me and my personal life. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe down below because I make videos every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Sunday. And until next time, blessed be.